Hi, this is David Brandt, IIE's Web Managing Editor, and this is a short video rewind on the IIE Annual Conference and Expo 2013, which took place May 18th through the 22nd at the Caribe Hilton in San Juan, Puerto Rico. More than 1,600 professionals and students gathered in San Juan for the largest industrial and systems engineering event of the year. Attendees were able to explore new ideas, tools, and best practice applications for industrial engineering through focused sessions, workshops, facility tours, and exhibits. But to learn from the best, you had to be in the room, and when it came to our keynote speakers, it was standing room only. S. David Wu, Dean of the Engineering College at Lehigh University since 2004, spoke on May 19th about the fast-changing nature of industrial and systems engineering caused by changes through industry, economic, and social drivers.
So here is kind of just a summary of what I just said. The productivity gain in public and regulated sectors is probably the low-hanging fruit, if you will. The healthcare delivery system reform is one of those industry sectors that hasn't been benefited from that productivity growth that we have seen. Energy productivity is another sector that has been stagnating, and also the infrastructure is another component. These are the public and regulated sectors that could experience much more significant growth.
Overbrook Entertainment COO Guy Primus took the stage on May 20th, but Primus is better known for his work behind the scenes of the film, TV, and transmedia production company founded by producer James Lasseter and actor-producer Will Smith. Primus detailed the ever-evolving use of tools, systems, and technology in the entertainment industry, as well as new opportunities on deck for industrial engineers.
So what we did, and we're not kind of unique in this, but Pixar is following a similar model. James Cameron, from Titanic and Avatar, is following a similar model. But really what we want to do is focus on a new way to make films. And this is where kind of a little bit of the industrial engineering comes in. Really we want to focus on breaking the story before you start writing the script. Some of these writers, they cost, a writer and it's, kind of in his or her early stages might cost, $100,000, $200,000 to write a script. Up to, some writers get paid $1 million, $2 million to write a script. So before you start that writer off, right on the script writing path, you want to make sure that the story is something that you really want to do.
Felix Diaz rounded out the keynote presentations on May 21st. The president of the Latin American region for Paul Corporation spoke about his 35 years of professional experience and discussed how early career experiences in industrial engineering will open many doors into diverse areas of operations and business management.
What we're seeing is not an evolution, but we're seeing a revolution in technology. I have been through all these technologies in my career since I graduated in 1973. I use a slide rule, and nowadays, thanks to the push of a couple of my kids, I'm using the iPad and the iPhone. I tend to be a little bit of a late adapter, but the important thing about change, this is a sure constant. Things are always going to be changing. But as industrial engineers, we have to become effective change agents. And secondly, we need to force change while we are ahead. If you try to change when you are behind, it's going to be much more difficult.
Conference attendees continued again this year to find many opportunities to broaden their views on the industrial engineering field, as well as chances to network and forge new industry partners during and in between conference events.
I think the greatest thing is that you have all these like-minded people, and they all think the same as you, but also have different backgrounds, of course. So you have so many different fields within industrial engineering, of course, and you can walk into the healthcare systems track, which I'm interested in, but you can also look at the manufacturing or ergonomics or something. So then seeing professors or also practitioners actually applying what we just learned in school from the textbooks, sometimes too dry, but seeing the people actually doing that's great. Yeah.
This conference, I'm always really excited to see my familiar faces and friends from IIE, and I've made some really great contacts from coming to this conference every year, so I really enjoy seeing all the great people that come to this conference. We've had really great speakers this year. Seeing Guy Primus this morning was really, really inspiring, and one thing that I love about the conference in general, and this year in particular, having him as a speaker, is seeing all the different ways that you can take your IE career and all the different industries that you can apply it to. Because there's a lot of places that people typically go with it, but to really see somebody who's truly successful in an alternative way and still using IE is just really fantastic.
And you can't leave Puerto Rico without finding your rhythm. When sessions ended for the day, attendees experienced some of the local culture in San Juan, particularly Latin dance, which captivated attendees at the Saturday night networking reception and Sunday night's welcome reception, not to mention the Latin dance night that capped the student track just before the end of the conference. We'll have links to more videos, photos, and other annual 2013 content posted over the next several weeks on the conference website, where you can also learn more about the dates and location for next year's conference. Visit the annual conference homepage by logging on to www.iienet.org/annual.